A fool I was to sleep at noon, and wake when night is chilly beneath the comfortless cold moon. A fool to pluck my rose too soon, a fool to snap my lily. My garden plot I have not kept, faded and all forsaken, I weep as I have never wept. Oh, it was summer when I slept, it's winter now I waken. Talk what you please of future spring, and sun-warmed sweet tomorrow. Stripped bare of hope and everything, no more to laugh, no more to sing. I sit alone with sorrow.
Critical analysis. Themes:
Regret and lost innocence. The poem centers on themes of regret and lost innocence, with the speaker lamenting her past decisions and their irreversible consequences. The premature plucking of the rose and lily symbolizes the loss of purity and the consequences of hasty actions. Temporal change in seasons. Rossetti uses the metaphor of changing seasons to reflect the speaker's emotional journey from a hopeful, vibrant past to a desolate, sorrowful present. The transition from summer to winter symbolizes the end of youthful innocence and the onset of a more sorrowful, mature awareness. Isolation and despair. The poem conveys a deep sense of isolation and despair as the speaker realizes the full extent of her loss and the futility of hoping for a brighter future.
Structure and form.
The poem is composed of 3 quintains, 5-line stanzas, each with an A-B-A-B-B rhyme scheme. This structure gives the poem a rhythmic and musical quality, despite its somber content. Meter. The poem employs a mix of iambic and anapestic meter, creating a rhythmic flow that enhances the emotional weight of the poem.
Language and imagery.
Natural imagery. Rossetti employs rich natural imagery, such as the rose and lily, to symbolize purity and beauty that have been lost. The garden represents the speaker's life and emotional state, which has shifted from a state of neglect and decay. Seasonal metaphors. The changing seasons from summer to winter serve as a metaphor for the speaker's emotional and spiritual decline. Summer represents a time of innocence and vitality, while winter symbolizes desolation and regret. Symbolism of light and darkness. The imagery of waking at night beneath the comfortless cold moon underscores the speaker's realization of her folly and the cold, harsh reality she now faces.
Tone.
The tone of the poem is lamenting and remorseful, with a strong sense of mourning for the lost past and missed opportunities. The speaker's regret is palpable, as is her despair over the current state of her life. There is also a tone of resignation, as the speaker acknowledges the permanence of her loss and the futility of looking forward to a hopeful future.
Interpretation.
A Daughter of Eve can be interpreted as a reflection on the consequences of youthful impulsiveness and the inevitable disillusionment that follows. Rossetti's use of religious and natural imagery highlights the themes of sin, repentance, and the loss of paradise. The poem also suggests a critique of societal expectations placed on women, particularly in the context of the Victorian era, where purity and innocence were highly valued, and the loss of these qualities often led to social isolation and despair. The speaker's isolation and resignation can be seen as a broader commentary on the human condition, emphasizing the themes of existential regret and the longing for redemption and renewal. A Daughter of Eve by Christina Rossetti is a poignant and introspective poem that explores themes of regret, lost innocence, and the harsh reality of consequences. Through rich natural imagery and a lamenting tone, Rossetti captures the emotional depth of the speaker's sorrow and the irreversible nature of her past actions.